Was Fatima and Zac always going to be in game? What are y'all thoughts? Comment down below. Also, comment if y'all think that the spinoff should have waited. Y'all know I've been saying it. And if you don't know, because you only watch Sistas or you only watch Fatima, Sistas was first, and they created a spinoff called Fatima based on Zac and Fatima, the lives of Zac and Fatima or whatever. And it's been a whole lot of talk, a whole lot of talk. So we're gonna start with the first thing. Was Fatima and Zac always in game? Were they always gonna be in game? And the reason I asked that, I think I asked this before, but I don't think I had the comments on at that time. But yeah, I'm gonna ask again. Was Fatima and Zac always going to be in game? I passed by a post and I keep passing by those posts. Y'all ever notice that once you see something on one platform, you see it on the other platform as well? Yeah, they be spying on us, y'all. But yeah, I ran across a post, multiple posts that said Tyler Perry did an interview, and they was asking him about Crystal, who plays Fatima. Oh, Lord Jesus, Crystal, who plays Fatima. But yeah, and what did it say? Did it say she was in costume design or she was working for him as something? And then he didn't even know she auditioned. He didn't know that, she wanted to play a role. So he wrote a character for her. So I was like, okay, if he wrote the character for her, when did she come on the scene? So I went doing research. And I wanted to know, was she in season one? And they were saying, she was playing a receptionist, Andy's receptionist at first. So she was playing a side character. She was playing a side character at first. So I was like, okay, was they always going to be in game? Or did they see, and y'all know I ask that question all the time, did they see how the fans reacted? And that's what led them to create the spinoff. Because if you didn't know she wanted to act and you just wrote her character in and everything, and then we get a spinoff, that means that, let me correct myself, that possibly means that they wasn't originally going to be in game. And I was looking at some of the clips from season one between Zac and Karen and all that, and I said, I wonder was they originally going to put them together or keep them together. Was Fatima and Zac always going to be in game? What are y'all thoughts? Coming down below, and please be respectful, because y'all, some of these fans, y'all know I said I started following this page on Facebook that posts about Zac, Fatima, the whole Sistas cast, the Fatima cast, and everything, and they be over here, they be calling people slow and stuff, because they said that the writers, I spoke on this. The writers said that we can't compare, or we shouldn't compare timelines between Sistas and Fatima. That we shouldn't do that, and they was like, that means that Fatima's pregnancy not gonna be written in yet. And I said, that's fine, that's cool, but to call people slow is crazy. Because first of all, it's a spinoff, literally. What you think spinoff mean? It's based on Zac and Fatima. And they all, if we go on with that, then that means we don't know if Michael is actually Zac yet. We don't know, because didn't Fatima test him over on Fatima? And if we not referencing that, then that means we don't know. Ain't no test being did. Ain't no test being did, because that's where she tested him at, on Zatima. So for people who said we don't know if Michael is his, you right, because they told us not to compare timelines. That means they ain't even had no DNA test yet. But yeah, do y'all think that Fatima and Zac was always in game, or did did the writers see? I know they got new writers this season, so did Tyler Perry see? How we was responding to Zac and Fatima. Because, again, she was a side character at first. But now she part of the main cast, part of the lead ladies or whatever. And I said, she be killing the game, too. I said, I like the role she plays on both Sistas and Fatima, since they separate shows that we can't compare timelines. But for real. But yeah, I was like, okay. I said, so if she was written in and everything, and that means what was the original, how do I say it? What was the original ending for the whole show? Did y'all hear they already talking about a season 8? I was like, look, I thought it would have been ended by now. Which leads me to the what time it is. It's 5:36, y'all. I'm in the bed recording this. I thought about it and I said, let me make this video or whatever. But should the spinoff have waited? That leads me to that question. Should the spinoff have waited? Y'all know I mention this briefly all the time. All the time, because I was like, it's too confusing. The timeline's too confusing. And they said that too. They was like, how is it confusing? How is it confusing? Did you watch the team? How is it confusing? We don't know. Like, season 2 ended with her saying that she was pregnant to Zac. They said that could possibly be a dream. And y'all know I said, we don't know if it was true. We don't know if it was a false positive. We don't know if she miscarried. We don't know yet, because, season 3 hasn't aired. And they got to say something. They got to actually have some content or some material for the show. I get that. But at the same time, it's like, again, it's confusing. Again, I bring up Michael. Because if we not compare timelines, then that means they haven't had no DNA test did on Michael. And we still don't know. They also brought up Hayden. about how would Hayden be able to have access to the results. He wasn't there. He didn't know Fatima had the test done. You got to remember, he's listening to that conversation. He's been listening to that conversation. And also the actors, y'all know I always say this, I don't know which one it was. I don't know if it's the one that played Nate or it's the one that played Tony. I'm thinking Nate, but they was like, he revealed that they supposed to show up for Zac at the end of Zatima season 3 because they was talking about how they need to handle Hayden and all this stuff, and they was like, yeah, y'all gonna see. I thought they couldn't say much of anything about the show without revealing stuff, though. I said that all wrong. Without getting in trouble for revealing. I know they could say some things because you got a hint at it or whatever, but I thought you couldn't speak on it. Cause you know the lady that plays the girl that plays allegedly plays what's the girl name? Connie and Tony's daughter. She posted, and that's how we started talking about him having a daughter with her. So I feel like they've been dropping a whole lot. Look, they've been dropping a whole lot of spoilers, but we don't know if they're gonna go with it though. But yeah, do y'all think the spinoff should have waited? Also, was Fatima and Zac always going to be in game? It was something else I had to say, but yeah, those are the two things I thought about. I said might as well combine it. Oh, I didn't finish about the Hayden thing. They were saying he wasn't in their home. How he supposed to know? He listened to that phone call. Y'all know how I was originally saying. I said, Hayden seemed like he doing good. He been minding his business over here with Tamara until he revealed that he was still listening. Remember, he was talking to Gary, and he was saying, yeah, she got a whole dating profile. And show her the doggone profile and everything. Show her the profile. Show Gary the profile of Andy and everything. And I was like, how did he not see Jordan's name? It's Gary we talking about. We know how he acts when it comes to the women. I was about to say Andy, but he messed with so many women. When it comes to his women, we seen how he act. So, like, why wouldn't he go do the research? Why wouldn't he know Jordan immediately once he do the research and see her profile? Because, you know, apparently he been around a long time. Tony was talking about, we welcome you in our group, in our circle, just not how me act, and all that whole little thing he did or whatever. So I was like, yeah, a lot of stuff don't make sense. But yeah, to say, I'm guessing because they new writers, so they had to focus solely on Sistas, and they not writing on Zatima. Tyler Perry's supposed to be the one still writing based on Zatima. But you gotta know you ain't mentioning stuff twice or mentioning stuff in a different how do I say this? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. About how you gotta reference it, Sistas. Cause it's a spinoff of Sistas. Cause you gotta make sure you don't mention something twice. You gotta make sure not mention something twice. You don't mention it in a way that suggests that you didn't write it in the other show or whatever. Like, cause again, I ended with this. If we not referencing the show or whatever, Zatima, then that means ain't no DNA test and they don't know if Michael is actually Zach's or not. But yeah, I ain't need to take notes on this. I was just laying down and I thought about it and I said, let me make a video on this, y'all. But yeah, I done made more videos this month than I think I did since I've been on YouTube. But yeah, it's been a lot going on. But how do y'all feel about the new writers as well? I'm asking y'all a lot of questions. Y'all know we only on episode 4. Well, it's about to be 5 this week. But yeah, I feel like they answering some questions. But I feel like, again, yeah, I don't start this over so many times. We on the 28th time I don't restarted this part of the video. But I was saying we got to get the writers time to adjust and see where they take the show. And I also said I wonder if they are, you know how when you hire somebody, I wonder if they was required to view the previous seasons before they actually start writing this season or whatever. But we'll see. Y'all let me know your thoughts down below. Remember, 2 questions, y'all. Was Fatima and Zac always in game? And should the spinoff have waited? Because it's too much confusion about the timelines. But that's it. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, deuces. Have a great rest of the day and be safe.